Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur TV show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur. Okay, so let's get into it. Now, there is a story about a pregnant black woman who was arrested, or I'm sorry, not arrested, but handcuffed over a traffic stop. Now, she failed to stop when the officer was initially trying to pull her over. She later said that she was afraid because it was a deserted, dark road. And there's a lot of people that are afraid of that, a lot of women in particular. Okay. I myself don't intend to stop on a dark, deserted road. I'd rather be somewhere in public, like at a gas station where it's well lit, and there's other people there to witness what goes on between me and the officer. I'm just saying. So anyway, she was handcuffed in front of her children. And so the officer who did this has now decided to resign. Yeah, he has. So I'm going to share my screen so you can see this footage. And this is actually the full-on body cam footage. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Everyone, please go ahead and like and share. Subscribe to the channel if you feel so inclined. Thank you in advance.
Stop the vehicle! Where's that?
Traffic to App QueenAShakur.
Turn off the vehicle right now! Turn off the vehicle right now! I want to see your hands! Both your hands! Both your hands! Do not move! If you make any movement, that'll be your last mistake you're going to make! Do not move! One at gunpoint. One at gunpoint.
Gunpoint.
Go to 3. Let's see what you got until I get there.
Driver, with your left hand, open up the door. Won't you unlock it then for me? I ain't worried. I got my gun on you. We're all good here. Step out. Okay. Go ahead. Take it off. Take it off. Try something. Step out. Who else is in the vehicle?
I have my 3 kids in the car.
Okay.
And the reason why I did not stop is because I'm in the middle of nowhere and my husband tell me not.
Your excuse means nothing to me right now. I don't want to hear it.
You asked me.
That good. Good.
You asked me a question.
Cool. Awesome. You want to turn around for me?
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. All right.
And my 17-year-old, my 10-year-old,
Okay.
and my 1-year-old.
Cool.
I've never been pulled over like this before.
You don't know how traffic stop works?
Yes.
You don't know that a vehicle's behind you with license silence for a mile, you're not going to move over?
Sir, are you?
Stop.
I'm pregnant, sir. I'm 4 months pregnant.
Okay.
The only reason
How am I handling right here now? I have you in handcuffs, right?
I know that.
Okay,
the
cool.
only reason why I'm trying to tell you, the only reason why I didn't stop, I'm a married, educated woman
Okay.
with a master's degree. I swear, Lord knows I'm not doing. I was only not because it's dark out, and I have 3 kids with me. I'm pregnant, and I did not want them to feel uncomfortable.
Cool.
That's why I put my hazard lights on.
And then all that is shady. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing right now.
That's understandable.
And now I got them coming.
It's
Because it's a big old thing you had to make of
I
it.
did not mean to do it.
Cool. Awesome.
You can check everything, anything you want to check.
I am.
Sorry,
I'm going to. But I wish I would have done that over there. I could have given you a warning for speed
didn't know.
and get you on your way.
Absolutely. I'm just telling you why. Cause
I don't care about why. Just shut up
yes, sir.
about the why.
Yes, sir.
Don't care about the why.
I'm sorry I made you mad.
5548, 1 detained. There's 3 kids in there. Just check on me, see if they're okay. What is your first name?
Ebony, E-B-O-N-Y.
Ebony?
Mhm.
Last name?
Washington.
Middle name?
Ronyal, R-O-N-Y-A-L.
First initial?
Oh.
O?
No, I was just saying R.
R?
I thought
Okay.
you were saying
What's your date of birth?
4/28/83.
Morgan Road. That's when my lights went on from there to here. Okay. Huh?
This is good, ain't it? Did you hear the lights? Or did you see the lights?
5548, 1065. Name, date of birth. First name Ebony, Echo, Bravo, Oscar, November, Yankee. Middle name Romeo. Last name Washington, like the state. Date of birth of 4/28/83. Bravo Foxtrot. Y'all doing okay? Okay, we'll get you on your way in a minute.
So that was the only reason. And I'm sorry. No, I knew it was a cop. I wasn't not stopping because I thought it was someone else. I just wanted to be in light. I've never gotten pulled over like that in the dark. And especially with my kids in the car. I just did not want to be in the dark on the side of the road with my kids. I wanted to just make it to this gas station. So I slowed down, I turned on my hazards, and I just was coming to the gas station. That's it. I live in Jacksonville. My daughters just got their hair done, and I was going back home. My husband's waiting on me. That's it. I'm not lying. Lord knows I'm not. So, and I apologize. It was not the best decision. So,
Well, especially you're from Jacksonville. What do you think would happen if you done it in Jacksonville?
well, I don't know.
You would have had about 15 cars behind you.
I'm usually not even out this late because I was on me mad because they're just finished getting their hair done, and I'm just literally leaving home. I meant leaving there to go home. But I mean, I have no.
You ever been arrested anything before?
No, I've never been around. I'm an educated woman, a teacher. I have a master's degree. I've been teaching for over 10 years. I have my own business.
5540 David. 5540 Bradford. Can you run David for a previous traffic infraction for that driver, please?
I swear to God. If I'd have known this was, if I'd have knew that just.
I mean, you're said you're educated, correct? Master's
Yes,
degree.
and
What did you think the outcome was going to be? You had his license irons on. You failed to stop.
My PA was on too, yelling at you.
You didn't decelerate speed.
I did decelerate. Decelerate means decrease my speed, right? Yes, sir. I was on 55, and it was 65 at the time. No, I wasn't going 55 when the lights came off. I was going 70.
I was going to pull you over because I got you doing 75 at that light back there, okay? It goes from a 75 to a 55 real quick, easy enough. I was going to pull you over, give you a warning, check your license, and get you on your way. I started having my lights on since then.
Yes.
Since here, and that's about over a mile. No. I'm talking, okay? You're done talking, okay? From there to there, license sirens over and over again. Yes, you maintained your speed. You're at 60 miles an hour the whole way, still not pulling over. That's suspicious. That's very suspicious. That has me concerned. That has everyone concerned, okay?
Sorry.
So that's what's, like I said, it was going to be a simple warning. Now we're in this debacle right now because you don't know how a traffic stop works. You've never seen enough TV shows, or you have the conscience to even think that you need to pull your vehicle over regardless of you being scared. I understand. There's a whole facade around law enforcement, traffic stops. I get that. I understand. But you being scared is what's got you in this mess right now.
Yes.
Versus you being confident of knowing how traffic is. Yeah. Okay.
I was moving, didn't you? He's out here by himself.
I understand. I'm not arguing with anybody. I'm not disagreeing with
Good.
I'm not saying I wasn't speeding at the time, but when he turned his lights on, I did decelerate. I did not go faster. I slowed down. I put my hazard lights on. That was why I took my hazard lights.
Clear all. 1 hill.
So you've been pulled over before?
Like, for a ticket? Yeah, but I was probably...
It was daylight. There was places you could go to. You felt more safer.
Yes.
Okay. I'm glad it was convenient for you at that time, not for me. I'm going to mic her and get her out of here if that's on you. Put a code one on it. Yes.
I'm sorry.
You're going to walk to your car. Come on. Can I open up this door right here?
Yes.
I'm going to take this cuffs off you. I want you to stand right here next to your vehicle so you can have contact with the children. Does that make sense? Okay. You're not getting in the vehicle. You're not touching the steering wheel. You're just going to stand right there. Keep them calm. I'm going to go ahead and write your citation for you and get you on your way. Sound good? Awesome. Good. Yeah. Cool. All right. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, he is such a a-hole, okay? That's what he is. Now, first of all, pay attention to how he was talking to her so irate and so hostile and angry and aggressive. That's likely why she didn't want to stop on a dark road, okay? And then he says, I understand there's a facade around officers. Well, it's not a facade. That's just what it is with officers, specifically officers like him who cannot maintain their composure, who don't have enough sense, right? Don't have common sense to talk to people with the same courtesy and respect and dignity that the people speak to them with. You see how nice and calm she was talking to him, but he was talking to her like she was just some dog off the street, like a whole animal, not a human being. I mean, just all of that yelling and being so irate, and then scolding her pretty much like she was a child. And then the other officer made it no better. He was talking in a calmer tone, but still being equally sarcastic, talking about you're supposed to be educated, but you don't know how to do a traffic stop. Well, here's the thing. The fact that women, ride by themselves, they have their children in the car, she's pregnant. There's people that go around here masquerading as law enforcement with fake lights on their cars and things like that, fake uniforms. There's been stories. So it would make sense to me, just using common sense, that you may not want to pull over on a dark, deserted road. You may absolutely want to go to a well-lit area where there's more people around. I mean, I know a nurse who said that she was driving in the rain one night. It was late and it was dark and she was being pulled over. But rather than pull over on that dark road, she chose to drive to the next exit, get off, and go to a gas station. Now, what she did in the meantime was she called 911 to tell them what she was doing and why she was doing it. Now, when she pulled into the gas station, the officer clearly was irate like he was and started banging on her window. Here's the thing. How does that make any sense to be so angry and upset, not to be more understanding of the reason why the person did this, especially if it's a female and then a pregnant one with children at that? The thing is this, at the end of the day, you know, it's not far-fetched to think that she was afraid. But the other thing is she actually had her hazard lights on. She also decreased her speed. And so if someone's trying to take you on a whole chase, wouldn't they accelerate the speed? I think they would not bother to put on hazard lights. The fact that she did so should have let him know that she was simply trying to get to a safe location. Now, he's sitting there talking all this crazy mess and just being so disrespectful for no apparent reason, you know, other than I guess his ego was hurt because she didn't do exactly what he said when he said it. So anyway, that's also crazy. And then I want you to pay attention. The other officer, he almost told on himself. He said, what do you think would have happened had you done that in Jackson? She says, I don't know. He said there would have been about 15 police cars. Well, there may have been about 15 police cars, but I actually think he was going to say something else, that she could have gotten killed. And pay attention how that thug, that whole gang member in a uniform and badge, pay attention to how at the beginning of the stop, he pulled out his gun on her, held her at gunpoint, and then says to her, put your hands where I can see them, and then says, don't move. If you move, it'll be the last mistake you ever make. Remember that part? Now, here's the thing. How do you tell someone to put their hands where you can see them and then tell them don't move? I'm sorry, make that make sense. You're giving conflicting commands. You're saying put your hands where I can see them, but don't move. How do you do that without moving? You see how stupid he is? Do these people even have any type of high school education even? I mean, it's all so ridiculous. But anyway, let's go to the footage because her and her daughter were both interviewed after this debacle. And then he sat there and told her that if she had just pulled over in the first place, he'd have given her a warning and she could have gone on her way. But no, you don't know how to conduct yourself at a traffic stop. You haven't watched enough TV shows. I mean, being very condescending, even though she was talking to him so respectfully. Let me tell you something, honey. First of all, I wouldn't have been giving him all that conversation. That's what I wouldn't do. You don't owe them any explanation. Once you get pulled over, that's just it. Okay, go ahead and take your ticket. If they're going to arrest you, then let them. But don't sit there and try to explain yourself to them. That's what you need not do, because anything you say can and will be used against you. And the thing is, she admitted already that she was speeding. I wouldn't have admitted anything. Okay, let him do his job like the thug that he is. So I'm going to share my screen so you all can see this. Everyone, please get the likes up. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. Oh, so nefarious. Okay, not with these devils.
Pulled into a gas station. Sirens on after the deputy says Washington was traveling at 75 miles per hour in a 55 mile per hour zone. But Washington says she wanted to get to a well-lit area and she put her hazards on instead of pulling over.
When he started yelling out the window, like, pull over, that's what I heard him say. I was like, oh my God, he's probably getting mad. Like, I'm not stopping. And I'm just like, I'm coming, you know, we're almost there.
Hold the vehicle, putting you into the ground.
Shortly after this was set, you see in the body camera video the deputy pulled into a gas station. He gets out of the vehicle and you see him point his gun at Washington's vehicle.
You make any movement, that'll be your last mistake you're gonna make. Do not move.
You can see Washington's hands are outside the vehicle like the deputy had asked.
I ain't worried. I got my gun on you. We're all good here. Step out.
How did you feel when the officer was kind of yelling at your mom?
I was thinking, like, why is he so upset? Like, she wasn't doing anything wrong.
Sage Washington was in the car at the time of the incident.
Were you scared for your mom?
Yes, definitely. I thought he would either take her to jail and then we couldn't see her for a while, or that he might hurt her.
You can see the deputy take Washington's arm aggressively after he handcuffed her.
I'm pregnant, sir. I'm 4 months pregnant. I'm trying to tell you the only reason why I didn't stop. I'm a married, educated woman with a master's degree. I swear, Lord knows I'm not doing. I was only not because it's dark out, and I have three kids with me.
Just shut up.
Yes, sir.
About the why.
Yes, sir.
Don't care about the why.
Does it frustrate you that you even had to say to an officer, I'm an educated woman?
Absolutely. I feel like my personality, my persona, the way that I was, you know, obliging, I was corresponding, I felt like, okay, if that didn't get them, maybe I need to say that. But at the same time, I'm like, why is that the case?
Washington was given a speeding ticket and apologized to the officer.
I just want to apologize again.
Apologize for yourself for not thinking.
The Bradford County Sheriff's Office says Deputy DeSue has resigned after violating rules, including members will be polite and courteous in contacts with the public. They said he did not follow that rule. I'm reporting live from the newsroom. Bree Isom, Channel 4, the local station. Bree.
I mean, just low down and dirty, honey. Oh, now he wants to resign. Please miss me with it. He should have been fired. You know, I get so sick and tired of these devils doing these things, and then they get to resign so they can keep their pension, all their benefits and all that. She should sue him for his pension. That's what I would be doing, okay? Going after his pension, low down, dirty thug. And at the end of the day, he'll just go to another department and get hired. That's how that'll play out. She should also think about putting a lien on his insurance so that he can't work. So he can't just, you know, go down the street and get hired somewhere else. That was also unnecessary and clearly nefarious. I've got my gun, so we're all good here. That's what he said, talking all that smack. And you know, of course, that's not the first time he's done that. I can only imagine the people that he has brutalized and probably even killed. Okay, because anyone that's that psychopathic that they can't contain their composure for a minuscule traffic stop, even though the person is not threatening them, not threatening anyone else, even though the person's not a whole criminal, even though the person's complying, and even though the person's talking to them with respect and dignity. Isn't that something? Honey, please make it all make sense. With that all being said, please drop me a comment. Let me know what you think about this whole thing, because it really ticked me off. I mean, it really did. It would have been so hard, I think, under the circumstances of how he was speaking, for me to keep my composure. But you see, that's why I don't engage with devils. They ask me a question. The only thing they're going to get is my name, my paperwork that they need. And after that, I'm not saying anything, because they'll only tick me off, especially when you're talking like that. Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, everyone, please like and share. Thanks for tuning in once again, and I will talk to you all again soon. Peace.